I'm surprised by Thane's spiritual side. His psych profile mentioned little of it, and he carries himself with such cold confidence. I'm not sure if I find him scary or sexy.
A lot of women like bad boys.
That is a dirty stereotype. In my case, it happens to be true, but still. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Garrus received some news that put fire in his eyes. Maybe you should speak with him down in the main battery. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you... Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Appreciate the help from Lisbeth Bainham. Hey Shepard, I heard about what you did on Illium, and I wanted to thank you for helping out Zeus Hope one more time. We're surviving, if barely. Most exogeny left, but I stayed behind as an attaché, and to make sure that nothing was left of the Torian. We don't need that problem again. Also, I'm really sorry that I shot at you. I'm pretty sure I said that. But I just wanted to reiterate it. Good luck and thanks. Zeus Hope is alive again because of what you did. Sincerely, Lisbeth Bainham. I remember Lisbeth. She's one of the scientists on Feros that did research on the Thorian. However, what does she mean by what you did on Illium? Does she mean the Danteus Towers incident? What does Danteus has anything to do with Lisbeth Bainham and the colony of Zeus Hope? An important request from Mr. Ganak Ejhal Esquire. Dear Sir or Madam, having consulted with my colleagues at the Citadel, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer a large quantity of Prothean technology uncovered at Ilos. Believing these materials to be a hazardous danger, they were locked in quarantine. Even though the tests revealed that the fears were groundless, the quarantine remains in effect until one can pay for a permit to request a reclassification from the Cultural Ministry. Knowing of your interest in Prothean technology, I would be happy to deliver most of it into your hands, keeping less than half for myself. As a Batarian, I cannot engage in Council official activities, but if you transfer the 20,000 credits required to me, this exchange could be made in your name, enabling us both to profit from this happy accident. Please reply urgently with your credit card transfer account information. Best regards, Ganak Ejhal. Is this a scam email? I think so.
Oh, another dangerous alien aboard, Commander. Thanks! Why can't you collect coins or commemorative plates or something?
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Jacob Taylor Morden Solus, Thane Krios Garus Vakarian. Kelly said Garus wanted to speak with me. She said there are fires in Garus's eyes.
How can I help you, Commander?
Do you have everything you need?
Absolutely. Since you set up my kitchen with proper supplies, thanks again.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Back to work indeed.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I've got something. I may need your help. You remember Sidonus, the one who betrayed my team? I found a lead on him. There's a specialist on the Citadel, name's Fade. He's an expert at helping people disappear. Sidonus was seen with him.
What happened? How did Sidonus betray your team?
He tipped off the mercs, told them where our base was. He drew me out with a false job, then let the mercs hit my team. My men weren't prepared. They tried to hold them off. By the time I got back, there were only 2 survivors. They didn't last long. All 10 of them dead. Because of him.
All 10 of them. All 10 of them. So... they are 12 people. They were 12 people, including Garus and Sidonis.
What are you planning to do when you find him?
You humans have a saying. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
You sure that's how you want to play it?
I'm sure. I don't need you to agree with me, but I'd like your help.
Where do we find Fade?
I've arranged a meeting. We'll meet him in a warehouse near the Neon Markets down on Zakera Ward. Thanks, Shepard. I appreciate you taking the time to help me.
Zakera Ward. Alrighty. So to the Citadel. 10 people, so there were 12 people including Garus and Sidonis. Life support. Yes, ED placed an assassin in life support. This is ED's idea of a joke, I guess. Normandy. Weapons. Thane. He's deep in thought, I guess.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly. We haven't had a chance since I joined.
When we met you, you said you were dying.
Yes. I thought you'd want to know more. You don't have to worry about the rest of the crew. My illness is not communicable, even to other Drell. It's called Keprel syndrome.
What exactly is the problem?
My people are native to an arid world. Most of us now live on Kaje, the Hanar homeworld. It's very humid and rains every day. Our lungs can't deal with the moisture. Over time, the tissue loses its ability to absorb oxygen. It becomes harder to breathe. Eventually, we suffocate.
Can't they do something about that?
The Hanar have funded a genetic engineering program. They should be able to adapt us. The project has only been running for a few years. I don't believe my body will still draw breath by the time it bears fruit.
Then don't live on Kaji, or use breathers.
Drell have a close relationship with the Hanar. We rely on each other. The best we can do is keep our homes very dry inside.
Are you going to be alright until the end of the mission?
I should be fine for another 8 to 12 months. The more time I spend in humid environments, the faster it progresses. I think it's safe to say that by the time my body is incapacitated, we'll be victorious. Or dead. Either way, I won't be a burden to you.
What exactly is the problem?
My people are native to an arid world. Most of us now live on Kaje, the Hanar. Our lungs, eventually, we suffocate.
So what made his people, most of his people live on Kaji, the Hanar world? What happened? Why did most of them have to migrate from their home world to Kaji?
You don't act like a dying man.
You have the advantage there, Shepard. You've already died. Perhaps later you can give me some suggestions. I can do nothing to alter my fate. One advantage of my training is that I've always, to some degree, considered myself dead. Thank you for your concern. Trust me, this won't affect my performance.
Okay, there's a codex about Drell biology. Thane's people is called Drell.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
We need to have the best equipment possible to take on the collectors. You have any leads I could chase down?
My old contact network often located rare equipment for me. Would you like me to get in touch with them?
Let's see what they've got.
Modular Probe Bay Probe Booster. Normandy Exploration Upgrade. Normandy gains plus 100 probe capacity and additional probes.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
We need to have the best equipment possible to take on the collectors. You have any leads I could chase down?
I've already upgraded the Normandy's exploration probes. I have no additional suggestions.
The Drell live on the Hanar homeworld, don't they?
Yes. I know many think the Han are difficult to understand. It's just that they're very formal with those they don't know. We know them quite well. If you ever get close enough to a Hanar that they tell you their soul name, you would find them warm.
Hanar talk using bioluminescence. That's more of an obstacle than their politeness.
True. Many Drell have had their eyes genetically modified to perceive their higher frequency flashes. I had the treatment. I can't tell the difference between a dark red and black, but I can see ultraviolet light as a silver color.
I thought that Hanar only let very close friends know their soul name.
Most of my commissions were for Hanar. I grew close to my regular contacts. Soul names tend to be poetic. A Hanar known for its cynicism might take a name that means illuminates the folly of the dancers.
Thane said that most of his commissions comes from Hanar, and Thane is an assassin, so the Hanar employs assassin or assassins. Interesting. Maybe because their biology, their physical traits, made them not optimal for combat, so they employ assassins or assassin. I assume Thane is the only one? Or are there other assassins?
Hanar talk using
True.
bioluminescence.
I had the treatment. I can't tell the difference between
I thought that Hanar only let
Most
very...
soul names tend to be poetic. A Hanar
When
known
you pray for the wicked, who exactly are you praying to?
That depends on the circumstance. To find my target, I speak with Amonkira, Lord of Hunters. When I act to defend another, Arashu, Goddess of Motherhood and Protection. And when I have taken my target, I speak with Kalahira, Goddess of Oceans and the Afterlife.
Amonkira, Arashu, and what is the last one? Kalahira. So they pray to Amonkira when they're hunting someone or something. They pray to Arashu when they're protecting someone, and they pray to Kalahira for the dead, I guess.
Oceans and afterlife don't seem to have much in common.
Consider, the ocean is full of life, yet it is not life as you and I know it. To survive there, we must release our hold on land, accept a new way to live. So it is with the death. The soul must accept its departure from the body. If it can't, it will be lost.
I didn't know that Drell had many gods.
It's one of our older beliefs. Many embrace the Hanar and Kindlers now, or the Asari philosophies. The old ways are dying. There are so many ways to interpret one's place in the universe. Who needs the wisdom of our ancestors? The younger generations don't believe they can help us fathom genetic engineering, orbital strikes, or alien races.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Orbital strikes. Alien races. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with Kasumi or Zaid. I think I've exhausted their dialogue, and now they're just cycling their dialogues. And Jack, I've already talked to Jack. Grant, already talked to Grant. They both want to do something. Let's check out on Donnelly and Daniels. Maybe they have something to say. Oh yeah, Tali. But Kelly didn't say anything about Tali.
So, Gabby, what do you think of our new Quarian boss?
Hush, she's right over there.
Ah, she can't hear us with her head in that bucket. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful bucket. The whole suit is lovely, quite snug in all the right places.
You know I can hear you.
Huh.
I know what you mean, Donnelly. Quite snug in certain places, like the ass, right? And the hips and the waist and the breasts. I know what you mean. I agree.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Okay, so it seems I've exhausted Tali's dialogue as well. Maybe I should wait until Kelly told me that Tali wants to speak. Captain Scabino. Okay, let's take a shower. Let's take a shower and take a dump. Or take a dump first and then take a shower. I always take a dump first before I take a shower. But let's do the other way around. Let's do it the other way around, yeah? Alright, done showering, done dumping. Let's flush the toilet. Wash my hands. Take a nap. Refresh myself with sleep. Wake up. And let's continue.
No messages for you, Commander.
Okay, thank you. Okay, who should I bring with me? Maybe I should change, right? What should I change it into? Sorry, bad grammar as always. You know what? I'm gonna change my team composition, I guess. Maybe Mordin? I don't know. Let's do this. Okay, which submachine gun is better, Tempest or Locust? I don't know, which submachine gun is better, Tempest or Locust? I assume Locust, maybe. What about the abilities for Mordin? Heavy Incinerate, Cryoblast, Solarian Scientist. Alright. So where was I last time? Yes, last time I spoke to Serena to activate the mission.
The Scandal Rock story of Nasana Dantius has come to a tragic end as the businesswoman was killed in her office. While police have no formal suspects, Dantius was no stranger to controversy, making many enemies during her climb to power. The stocks in Dantius's corporation have risen as a result of the news, with hope for more stable times for the troubled company.
So the police have no formal suspects. That's good. But even if they have formal suspects, Shepard already has his Spectre status reinstated. So I think he can use his Spectre privilege, right? To get away from the authority. Yeah, the last time I was speaking to Serena.
No, you don't understand. I lost it somewhere near the transport terminal. It can't be replaced. It's a token from my bondmate. It's the only thing my child has to remember her father by. Please, if you find it... No, I understand.
Last I was speaking to an Asari named Serena to access the Dantius Towers. And I remember that I found a datapad in the Dantius Towers about Kirosa, and I knew...
Stock market, debt piling up. Perhaps you need to explore other options.
Indentutech paid off my debt and helped me gain valuable job skills. Now, just 5 years later, I'm a free man again.
Talk to Indentutech to see if indentured servitude is the right career option for you. Remember, the only shame is in doing nothing.
And I knew that there was a Salarian speaking something about Kirosa. This Salarian.
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. Nasana Dantius didn't give us time to pack. I'm lucky I got out at all. Her mercenaries were starting to shoot. If she lets us back in, I'll get it, I promise. If not, well, we'll just have to hope.
Okay, so this Salarian escaped that building faster than the other Salarians who I found there in the towers. Nasana is dead now. The mission is completed. But still, I do not know why Nasana Dantius ordered her mercenaries to kill the Salarian workers. I still don't know why, and no one in the mission told me why Nasana ordered her mercenaries to kill the Salarian workers. I'm curious, I want to know why.
What is it? I'm in the middle of an important call.
I overheard you talking. Is this the data you're looking for?
The Kurosa Generational Archive. You found it. Thank you. My whole family has been worried. That data is irreplaceable. I didn't think I'd get it back from Nasana's corporate building.
Why is this data so important anyway?
It's a genetic history for the entire Kurosa family. It's used for high-level reproductive negotiations. It would be like a human pedigree, I suppose. Without it, you're bargaining from a greatly weakened position. Losing this would have hurt my family for generations, maybe even destroyed it.
If this data is so important, why didn't you have backups?
We did. A rival family introduced a computer virus and our techs were sloppy. The virus destroyed all our data. I just spent a fortune getting the data recovered and reconstructed when Nasana went crazy. We live in a world of infinite data redundancy. To lose something so important because of one crazy Asari?
If this data is so important...
We did. A rival family introduced a computer virus and our techs were sloppy. The virus destroyed all our data. I just spent a fortune getting the data recovered and reconstructed when Nasana went crazy. We live in a world of infinite data redundancy. To lose something so important because of one crazy Asari?
There's your data. I hope it helps your family.
You have no idea, human. I don't know who you are or how you got it, but thank you. Here, for your trouble. Blessings be upon you. You've certainly blessed us. Thank you again. You have no idea what this means to my family. Thank you again. You have no idea what this means to my family.
Can we speak to Serena again? Okay, Serena is nowhere to be found, but there is an Asari named Tana here.
Excuse me, you know where I can find Serena?
She's not here anymore. Oh, you're the one she was helping out. She took a job off-world. Didn't say where. She gave me something for you. Looks like a message.
She didn't say anything else?
She just gave me that and left. Not even a goodbye.
Hey, Shepard. I was on my way to a new life when the new burst arrived. The bitch is dead. I assume that means your friend is alive and he finished his job. Tell him if I ever see him, I'll buy him a drink.
So she quit her job? Why? Okay.
Hey, I gotta get back to work. I hope they hire someone else soon. This job is tough enough with 2 people. Serena was kind of edgy, but at least I had someone to talk to. Hey, I gotta get back to work.
Serena was kind of edgy. Okay. Transportation.
Nosastra has recently received an unexpected visitor in the form of a rare Justicar calling herself Samara. Samara denied our request for an interview, leaving us in the dark about what brought a Justicar to the fringes of Asari space. Nevertheless, Illium News is pleased to offer a special report on the history and current politics of this rare group.
Hey, Solarian, are you negotiating? What did they call it? Breeding? Are you doing breeding negotiation with this Asari?
For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible. There's a 12-page contract for shipping, then a waiver for use. I charged for 50 hours, plus overtime. You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver? These are the Terminus systems. Everything's dangerous, and everything's for sale. Either we tax and monitor it to keep some control, or the smugglers get a monopoly. I don't know, that still sounds like an awful thing to legalize. All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally required. Who reads labels, though? So consider it a way to weed out the people too stupid to know their limits. Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
Wow, you're pulling that on me? My father was an excellent caretaker. And you're...
The word you're looking for is pure blood.
So the purple Asari on the left has a Batarian father, and the blue Asari on the right, both of her parents are Asari, hence the pure blood. So it seems Batarians have an unsavory reputation.
Hey, we're friends. I have never called you that.
No, but you're thinking about it. You think it was easy growing up pure blood? I did some stupid things to get away from the taunts. The stupid drug users you're laughing at, I might have been one of them.
Yeah, it's so being a pure blood is a negative for Asari. Huh.
I didn't mean... Okay, look, I'll take another look at the contract. Maybe it needs to be reclassified.
Forget it. Do whatever you want.
Don't say forget it. I mean, your friend is willing to, to make amends. Don't just say forget it.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business.
I don't know. Some of them seem dangerous.
That's the whole point. Danger means more contract work for us. For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring?
That's horrible.
There's a 12-page contract for shipping, then a waiver.
I'm telling you, relax. Thax will never notice a few missing pieces. No, I can't get in. Because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Eclipse mercs, some Justicar, I don't know. Nobody is ever going to see the extra merchandise, which is why we're going to be rich.
Eclipse mercs and Justicar. Who is this Thax? Asari.
I'm on a call.
Okay. This is where I go to Liara's apartment. Why are these cars not parked in an orderly fashion? Why are the cars parked randomly like this? I don't understand. Nos Astra shuttle schedule, local transport travel time. Nos Astra commercial spaceport, Dantius Towers, Manjoros Plaza, Cyphos Valley. Off-world transportation, Thesia Citadel, Palavan Irune, Kaiji Amaterasu Elysium, Mindor Shanxi. Amaterasu Elysium, Mindor and Shanxi. These are human systems, right? Or human planets? I remember Amaterasu was mentioned by Ashley Williams. I don't remember though whether Amaterasu was the place that she was stationed in, or was it the place that her family lived. And Elysium, I remember in the character creation in the first game, or maybe in the conversation with the NPCs. I don't really remember the NPCs or the characters, but from what I gather from the first game, Elysium is a human colony attacked by slavers and pirates, right? Shanxi. Wasn't this one mentioned in the First Contact War? Shang-Zi, Mindor. Or did I mistake Mindor for Elysium? I think it was Mindor that got attacked by slavers. Elysium also got attacked by pirates. Wasn't Mindor mentioned during that one quest where Shepard met with a veteran soldier who used to serve in the same ship as Shepard's mother? Then Shepard directed him to go to the veteran office to get help. Ashley Williams mentioned Amaterasu. So who mentioned Elysium in the first game? I forgot. Was it in the Codex or was it in one of the conversations? Notice, due to security advisories, flights to human colonies have been delayed until further notice. Please negotiate private transport. Oh shit, sorry about that. My hand just hit my mic. I hope it didn't create a loud banging sound. Contact a travel representative for more information. So I guess news about human colonies disappearing have reached Illium. I see. Do other people know that the human disappearance is caused by the collectors? At least the Alliance and the Cerberus know about it. What about the other governments? What about the other alien governments? Do they know about the collectors' involvement in the disappearance of the humans in human colonies? Welcome to Nosastra Exchange. There is a second floor and I assume I can't go there. Weapons merchant?
You're sure Gateway weapons and armor are good enough for Eclipse?
Yeah, I've got a friend in Eclipse. She told me what I needed to get.
Good. I'm pretty good at bypassing firewalls. Maybe they're looking for techs. What about you? Going to try and make it as a commando?
Why not? Every Asari has biotics. Might as well use them, right? Damn, that's a hell of a sniper rifle.
If you say so. It's just, we're looking for weapons. Shouldn't you be taking this seriously?
Hey, I'm 60 years old and finally out of my parents' house. And Eclipse girls never lack for, company.
You could get killed.
What about you?
I'm almost 20. My genetic stats are average, and my clan has little political power. For a good reproduction contract, I'll need money.
Yeah, the Codex said that the average Salarian's age do not go above 40. While Asari can live for 1,000 years, so 60 years old is considered young.
Eclipse might be fun for you. For me, it's the future. My clan's breeding strategy is at stake.
Don't Solarians think about anything besides breeding?
Don't even start with me. You're sure Gateway weapons and armor are good enough for Eclipse?
Yeah, I've got a friend in Eclipse. She told me what I needed to get.
Good. I'm pretty good at bypassing firewalls. Maybe they're looking for techs.
So the Solarian and Asari, they're looking to join Eclipse. I see. Weapons merchant.
The store's over there. And don't get cute. The whole place is monitored. The store's over there. And don't get cute. The whole place is monitored.
Purchase submachine gun damage upgrade, yeah. Assault rifle damage upgrade, yeah. Amplifier plates. Heavy skin weave. Alrighty. Gateway personal defense. Memories of Illium.
Oh, blue rose of Illium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka. Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is to survive, it must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it.
What about you? Going to try and make it as a commando?
Blue rose of Illium, you have blossomed in a tower of glass and plastic. But beauty under glass is untested and weak. Where are your honored dead to fertilize the ground that you might grow strong? On the rocky plains of Tuchanka, I will build you a garden from the bones of my ancestors. Blue rose of Illium, leave eternity unembraced and grapple in the glorious struggle that is us, here and now. I am speechless, not with blood rage, but with love. And I stand here, humble and mute, to offer you a home. Come to me, blue rose of Illium. Let our three hearts beat as two.
3 hearts beat as 2. Okay. Where did I get this information? Was it from the Codex? Or was it... Who said this? Was it in the Codex? I don't remember. But I do remember Garus said something about the Krogan. That they have 4 testicles. He said in the first game, a single Krogan testicle fetch a price of 10,000 credits in the black market. And he said for a full set, you'll have to pay 40,000. So that means a Krogan has 4 balls, 4 testicles. I know that from Garus in the first game.
Oh, blue rose of Illium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka. Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is to survive, it must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it. Blue rose of Illium, you have blossomed in a tower of glass and plastic. But beauty under glass is untested and weak. Where are your honored dead to fertilize the ground that you might grow strong? On the rocky plains of Tuchanka, I will build you a garden from the bones of my ancestors.
I have the impression that these 2 Asaris are actually annoyed by this Krogan, but they deliberately don't want to look at the Krogan's direction. Wait, what? There is a...
Blue rose of Illium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka.
What? There is...
Scorching sun and sheeting rain
There is an interaction icon on her, but nothing happens.
It must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it.
There is an interaction icon on her, but nothing happens. What's going on? Is it bugged?
Blue rose of Illium.
Is it bugged?
Blue rose of Illium.
Let me try this.
You have blossomed in the glorious struggle. That is us. Here.
Let me try this. Will this fix the bug?
What do you want? Sorry, that damn Krogan's love poems are getting on my nerves.
Oh, blue rose of Illium. Let your roots dig deep into the hot
The Krogan is reading those love poems to get your attention?
His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break. And he's trying to show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
Our love is to survive. It must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would.
Why are the two of you on a break?
He's serious. Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent... Krogans live long lives. It's not like dating a human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. No offense. It made me wonder if he really likes me, or if he just wants kids. He can't have them any other way, you know, because of the genophage.
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think he realized that our kids would always have been Asari. Non-Asari don't always get that we're not taking alien DNA, we're just using it to randomize some of the genetic information. Anyway, Char was quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
It doesn't seem common for Asari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
He's a fun guy, really smart, especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician. It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know? Then you get your back tattoo removed, let your scalp go back to its natural blue, and settle down with someone dependable.
I am speechless. Not with blood rage, but with love. And I stand.
You need to talk to your boyfriend. He's just gonna keep shouting poetry until you do.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him. But I don't know if he's permanent Bond material.
Okay, from what I learned about Krogan and Asari from the first game and the second game so far, I think the cultural differences between an Asari and a Krogan will put a handicap on the relationship. I mean a relationship of the same race or a same cultural sets do not always go smooth. I'm talking about generalities here. So in general, a relationship of two different cultures will put a handicap than it already is with a normal, not normal, I mean same culture relationship. You should take him back, get rid of him. I'm sorry, Char. It's... I don't know. I'm sorry, Char. Get rid of him.
Listen, he's a Krogan. Any talk about kids is gonna mess him up.
I know. You can't talk to Krogan about the genophage. They get so angry.
If you settle down with him, you'll spend the rest of your life wondering if he was after you or kids.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I needed to hear somebody else say it. I'm going to talk to him. Here, I've given you a discount at the terminal. Thanks for the help.
A discount at the terminal? So she's a shopkeeper. Memories of Illium. Browse. So she's guarding the shop. Okay. Reject paddlefish, fat blue fish known for their odd locomotion and feeding habits. Model Alliance cruiser, a small ship model of an Alliance cruiser. Athabasca class freighter, a small ship model of the ubiquitous Athabasca class freighter. Alright. No items available, right?
What about a fish? She loves the garden. We could add a pond.
She doesn't need a fish, Dad.
Dad? So the Salarian's wife is an Asari?
Maybe a shirt. Or a card. Illium. Hey, you're blue shifting already. That's funny, right? Asari skin color and the Doppler effect?
Dad, just get her anything. Or don't.
I need to get her something. A memento. Her first mate. Your father? He got her things when he traveled.
It's not a competition, Dad.
You don't even really remember him. And she found me after he died. And I'm almost 35.
Hey, I remember him. And I want to remember you. That's why I came on this trip.
Okay, so this Asari... so the Salarian is not the Asari's father. So the Salarian married an Asari who already had a daughter from her previous spouse that is already dead. And the Salarian mentioned that he is already 35. And I know what he means by that, because the average Salarians don't live above 40 years old. So he has 5 years left, give or take.
Not a fish. Something that'll last. You'll make sure she keeps it.
Yeah. I'll make sure.
How about this one? When anything goes, it goes to Illium. That's kind of funny.
Mom will love it.
What about a fish? She loves the garden. We could add a pond.
She doesn't need a fish, Dad.
It's just, we're looking for weapons. Shouldn't you be taking this seriously?
Hey, I'm 60 years old and you can sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver? These are the Terminus systems.
No, I haven't had any luck yet. She insists it was legal. I don't know. I'm going to call in a favor and have a friend examine the contract.
Shiala? Shiala is the Asari that Saren traded to the Thorian on Feros in exchange for the Thorian's knowledge about the Protheans. The Thorian used her to create Asari clones to fight Shepard. After Shepard killed the Thorian, Shiala was then freed from her captivity. She said she's going to stay on Feros to help the colonists rebuild. And now she's here.
Shepard. I don't suppose you'd remember me. I'm Shiala. We met on Feros during the Geth attack. Saren had given me to the Thorian creature as a slave, and you killed it. And saved me. I promised to help Zoo's Hope recover. I'm actually here on Illium for just that purpose.
How is Zeus Hope doing?
We've done a lot of rebuilding. We even salvaged some useful material from the Geth ship you destroyed. The Exogeny researchers got called back to their headquarters, however, along with what was left of the Thorian.
So the Exogeny researchers got called back to headquarters and the Thorian's carcass, and she said they get new materials from the Geth ship that Shepard destroyed. I remember it. There was a Geth ship latched on the side of one of the buildings, and Shepard did something in the building that cuts off the ship's arm, and then the ship fell. So the colonists found the ship and salvaged it. Interesting. Okay, the researchers got called back. But what happened to Ethan Jong? From what I remember, Ethan Jong stayed behind to rebuild the colony. I think Shepard, if I remember correctly, I think Shepard persuaded Ethan Jong to use Feros for tourism. So, is Ethan Jong still there? I don't know.
Is it Exogeny pushing colonists around again? Or did the Thorians somehow survive our fight?
No. Exogeny has been very supportive of Zoo's hope. They actually seem to want to help us survive, and the Thorian is dead. Though, after all you went through to kill it, I understand your concern. I fear that after our adventure on Feros, my purpose on Illium will seem mundane by comparison.
What are you doing here on Illium?
Some of the colonists had health problems as a result of the Thorian control. We hired a colonial survey group to do some medical scans. But the medical contract apparently allows the company to perform invasive procedures without our consent. That's why I'm here.
Wait a minute. Shiala, you were only green when the Thorian made you a clone. The real you was blue, like normal Asari.
Those health problems I said were related to the Thorian control. This is mine. A few months after the Thorian died, my skin pigment changed. My biotic abilities are unstable as well. I'm also having vivid dreams about my time with the Thorian. It is disconcerting.
I don't even remember that she was blue. Having vivid dreams. Don't tell me the vivid dreams involve the Thorian's tentacles. A wet dream. A hentai dream.
Tell me more about the contract you signed for these scans.
Barrier Frontiers was interested in our problem. They offered to perform medical scans and deliver treatment for next to nothing. I should have known it was too good to be true. But we were desperate. In the fine print, we apparently agreed to let them perform invasive follow-up procedures if they deem it valuable. Which they have.
Can they actually force these procedures on you?
No. But they can declare us in breach of contract. Which means we're responsible for the full price we would have paid normally. Zoo's hope just got back on its feet. There's no way we can afford that, Shepard.
What kind of health problems did the colonists have?
Headaches or muscle spasms similar to what they experienced while under Thorian control. Sometimes the colonists near another former Thorian victim shared sensations like heat or pain. It has to be a result of trace amounts of the Thorian's parasitic spores. You can see why we'd want it studied and cured.
Okay, she mentioned Barrier Frontiers. I remember, if I remember correctly, during the Lair of the Shadow Broker mission, Tela, Vasir and Shepard went to the Draconis Tower, and they head to the Barrier Frontiers because Liara's contact was there. Barrier Frontiers.
I'll talk to the survey group.
I appreciate it, Shepard. The Barrier Frontiers representative knows about the issue.
Knows about the issue. Barrier Frontiers, browse, okay. Erinya, Shiala.
Please, let me know what you find out from the Barrier Frontiers representative. Please, let me know what you find out from the Barrier Frontiers representative.
Erinya, Barrier Frontiers. Why is this browse? Yeah, this is a shop, right? Why is this shop so simple?
saw your conversation, human. You're here to complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Feros. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough. Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
Why are you insisting on these tests? What use could they possibly be?
Their use is not your concern. A legal binding contract was signed. Nothing else matters. All of you. Humans, Solarians, Turians. You come to our planet, then complain that our laws don't suit you. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial muck.
You seem to forget that a human saved you from Saren and the Geth.
The Geth created by the idiotic Quarians? That a rogue Turian specter led in an attack? The Geth didn't start with the Citadel. They attacked your human colony, Eden Prime, first. You humans brought the Geth upon us. You and the Turians and the Quarians. My people's deaths are on your hands.
To be fair, we didn't know that the Prothean beacon would draw Saren and the Geth on Eden Prime.
Whose deaths are we talking about exactly?
The mother of my daughters was killed on the Quarian homeworld during the initial Geth uprising. My daughters died on the Citadel when the Geth attacked. One worked in the embassy. The other was a greeter for the consort. I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
Okay, so Erina's spouse got killed in the Quarian homeworld during the initial Geth uprising. She has 2 daughters, or more than 2 daughters. Maybe she has more, but she speaks only 2. One of them works in the embassy. One of them is a greeter for the consort. I remember there is an Asari who works as a receptionist for the consort. Her name is Nelina. Is this her daughter? Is Nelina Erina's daughter? Or was it a different Asari? Because I'm sure the consort did not employ only one greeter, right? Because they have to work in shift, I assume. Or maybe Nelina is her daughter. And I also remember speaking to a receptionist at the embassy, an Asari receptionist. She told me her name, but I don't remember her name. Are these both Asaris, her daughters?
You seem to forget that
The Geth! You humans brought the Geth.
Whose deaths are we talking about?
I'm not speaking in hypotheticals. The Geth didn't stop. You humans brought the Geth upon us. You and the
Whose deaths are we talking about?
The mother of my daughters was killed. My daughters died on the Citadel when the Geth... I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human.
Perhaps we could work out different tests. Something that will work for both sides.
If the colonists were not willing to abide by the terms of the contract, they should not have signed it. The onus is not upon me to accommodate them.
So you'd be this harsh in your contract terms if these were Asari colonists?
If they were Asari, they'd be dealing with problems unleashed by another race. Asari like my bondmate, who died when the Geth rebelled against the Quarians. Or my daughters, who died during the Geth attack on the Citadel. One worked in the embassy, the other was a greeter for the consort. I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies.
You really think this is legal? Maybe Illium's contract analyst should look it over.
You ignorant yokel. I was negotiating contracts when your ancestors were still burning witches and enslaving each other. I haven't lost a contract dispute in 70 years. Try me.
Ignorant yokel.
I thought Asari preferred to mate with other races for genetic diversity.
A short-sighted mistake perpetrated by the same self-hating malcontents who spawned the hateful term pureblood. We hardly need your alien DNA to randomize genetic material. A little radiation would work just as well. You provide no diversity, no new insights, no advancement. You bring only chaos and senseless deaths. Ah!
Okay, if Erinya is correct, that means Asari in general are wrong, that they don't need alien species to diversify their genetics. They can use radiation. Then how, if Erinya is correct, then how did the idea of Asari taking genetic how is the idea that Asari randomized their genetics by mating with alien species start? How did this idea start? And why is this idea managed to spread? I wonder if it's true that genetic diversity can be achieved for the Asari by radiation. I wonder if there are Asari who spoke about this and try to challenge the belief that Asari need to mate with alien species, of course assuming that Erinya is correct. Interesting. If Erinya is correct, then yeah, Asari don't need to reproduce with alien species. If Erinya is correct, how did this belief of diversifying their genes by mating with alien species started?
Why are you so prejudiced against aliens?
Where do I begin? With Solarian explorers unleashing the Rachni upon us, then unleashing the Krogan to correct their mistake? Or the Turians, so eager to bomb every problem away? Or humans, the new arrivals who already think they should be in charge? Every war that has plagued this galaxy has been caused by your people. My people's deaths are on your hands.
Okay, so it was the Solarians who found the Rachni. Ah, interesting. And Solarians also were the ones who uplifted the Krogan to combat the Rachni. And after that, the Krogan rebelled. So, I think there is an attempt at drawing parallels to the real world regarding the Solarians, Turians, and the humans. But I'm not going to say it because it might start unnecessary debates. Let's just say the Solarians and the Turians and the humans, I think they have parallels with 3 superpowers in this real world. 3 superpower block. Well, not necessarily block. Let's just say 3 superpower entity.
I'll talk to you later.
Do whatever you like.
Wait, what?
You again. I thought I made myself clear. The terms of my contracts with the colonists from Zoo's Hope will not change. If the humans will not hold to the terms they agreed to, they must prepare to face the consequences.
Whose deaths are we talking about exactly?
The mother of my daughter. I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never...
Why was your bondmate on the Quarian homeworld?
Studying the Quarians. Not their technology, but their music. She loved all their art. Said they had old souls. I think that's where my daughters got it from. Both of them loved talking with people, exploring new cultures.
They sound like wonderful people. The galaxy is lesser for their loss.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they'd want you to do this?
I'm not. I didn't. Oh. I'm sending an amended contract. No more tests, no fees. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
Okay, that was easy. I wonder why Shiala didn't think about saying those things to Erinya. The same thing that Shepard said just now to Erinya. Barrier Frontiers. Star chart Hades Nexus. Navigation charts for the Hades Nexus. Minos Wasteland. Pylos Nebula. Shrike Abyssal. Delivery to the Normandy pending, alright?
Did you get the star charts?
Yeah. I had to deal with Erinya, though. I feel like I need a shower.
What do you expect? She's a pureblood. They're all like that.
Well, according to Erinya, you don't need alien species to diversify your genetics. A little radiation would do the same. Have you tried thinking about this? What do you think? Do you think Erinya is right? Why can't I... Okay, I think it's the same bug with that blue rose of Illium.
You did it. I just got the revised contracts. Thank you, Shepard. You've saved Zoo's hope again. I don't think I could have... Is it always like this? Yesterday's problems lingering in some new form. Isn't anything ever just fixed?
Only with death. Shepard, Shepard, Shepard. Focus on today. It's not all bad. I don't know. Maybe it's all bad.
You've got the new contract. It's fixed for now.
Thank you for what you've done here, Shepard. I'll keep doing what I can. Maybe sometime when I'm not organizing the colony and you're not doing whatever you do.
What do you have in mind, Shiala? Do you want Shepard to ravage your body from head to toe? I don't know. Shepard, are you interested in ravaging Shiala from head to toe?